Good evening. I'm Jeff Onyx with the Historical Discoveries Network. Welcome to another episode of Mysterious Creatures. Tonight, we'll be examining what the scientific community refers to as a hot-button species, the Stuyvesant town black squirrel. Join us tonight as we take a closer look.
The word squirrel itself comes from the Latin scurriolus, which means vulgar or offensive.
Say what you will about evolution, complex social mores, the thing to understand is that unlike the American gray squirrel, the black squirrel is not indigenous to this region.
Countless hours spent researching the 1984 edition of the Encyclopedia Britannica reveals that they were first brought over in the 17th century by courageous Dutch settlers who used them in a game called nut hunt, which we find was incredibly popular in August of 1682.
Some quote-unquote scientists will tell you that quote-unquote studies prove that the black squirrel was the original proto-squirrel. There are also studies that prove that studies prove absolutely nothing.
Over time, and in response to a series of climatic stimuli, the color faded to gray, and the tail grew bushy and almost cute, as if to say, "Ignore my beady eyes and bloodthirsty mouth, watch the twitchy tail."
Behavioral differences are purely incidental. Is the black squirrel any more threatening than the American gray squirrel? How about now?
The black squirrel's magnificent range once included the entire New York region. Sadly, its current habitat has been drastically reduced to areas like the South Bronx, Stuyvesant town, and Newark, New Jersey. Charted geographically, you can see the concentration bears shocking resemblance to another of history's tragic triangles.
Even here, in this last remaining refuge of Stuyvesant town, the black squirrel habitat is threatened by gray squirrel incursion. Fighting regularly breaks out between drays, with only the occasional star-crossed love. And while some experts insist that in 50 years, all squirrels will in fact be brown, that is based upon the supposition that the Stuyvesant town black squirrel will survive the winter. Questions answered, questions raised. Beneath a veneer of acorns and bushy tails lies a tragedy of isolation and heartbreak. Can we ever find a place in this world for the black squirrel within us all? Perhaps, depending. But when the truth is discovered, mysterious creatures will be revealed. I'm Jeff Onyx for the Historical Discoveries Network.
Dork.